Thank you all for coming out tonight. It's great to have so many people in the room, because having the opportunity to come here tonight and see such an amazing group of people in the room that have done amazing things for their community is inspiring. We've been doing these awards now for 3 years, and they've built each year, and each year we've had more and more nominations, and each year it's impressive on the work that people are doing in the community. My name's Sean Ellis. I'm the General Manager of Strategy and Growth at Vision Super. We're a superannuation fund that's been looking after workers in local government for over 70 years. These awards were an opportunity for us to say thank you. It's helpful for us in a work context to see the people that are contributing to this superannuation fund and how we can support them by understanding the great work that they're doing. Our members' stories drive the work that we do, and it helps us to continue to focus on delivering great retirement outcomes. I would like to sincerely thank all the nominees and the nominators. They make the awards possible, and they help us tell the incredible stories across the sector. The work that's being done by local government employees is genuinely inspiring, and this is an opportunity for us tonight to thank and celebrate that work. The Vision Super Local Hero Awards represent an acknowledgement, a congratulations and a profound thank you for the work so many in local government deliver every day. Work that supports us all to strive, achieve and contribute meaningfully to those communities. Work that is so often selfless and yet so often makes such a big difference to people's lives.
Oh my god!
I think a local hero is someone who goes above and beyond for their community. So really works in a grassroots level, so connects one-on-one with people and really makes sure that everyone feels listened to. In the City of Melbourne, we have a huge multicultural community, so it's really important that people feel that even if their first language isn't English, that they have someone to talk to and that information is accessible to them.
I think it's probably around community engagement and how that person engages with their particular community. That's definitely about leadership and probably empathy. You know, how do they feel and how do they react or deal with or engage with the people that in their community. And then there's also commitment, so a demonstrated commitment over a fairly lengthy amount of time.
In local government, a local hero is bringing community and council together and working on that relationship. I don't think that there's a framework for that. I think it's dependent on what the needs are and what you think is important at that time. And I think a hero can identify what that is, and they listen to community and they believe in what community wants.
So I think somebody that actively tries to make a difference and makes a difference from just being who they are naturally. So it's not necessarily a stretch to them. They're just a really good person with a good heart, and they look for justice for everybody that they serve and come in contact with.
So it's Mary May and I work for the City of Melbourne. So my job is a community activation and engagement officer. A lot of international students in Melbourne. There's about almost 200,000 international students. A lot of them are young, vulnerable, left home for the first time. Some of them as young as 18 have left their culture, home and family to study here. So I run programs, I initiate and lead programs where we call it My Melbourne, where I allow them to experience Melbourne in a money can't buy experience. So I take them as a big group, kind of give them the introduction of different attractions and events. And some students may not have, well, they don't have other friends. So this is an opportunity for them to meet friends, to build a community as well so that they feel safe and all connected. I think for them is to be connected to a community because they're vulnerable here by themselves. So by running that program, I also run a student ambassador and a volunteer program. This helps them with the professional development work. So with that, I kind of organize all their public speaking learnings, marketing, social media, project management. with all that. So with that, it helps them to not only while studying, but to find a work. So we run the Student Ambassador program last year, and I had 10 students and 6 of them found work right after they graduated from my program. And it's through these kind of experiences, because they learn to connect, communicate, and understand office life as well, that they could feel confident that they can find work in Melbourne, which is very hard, especially it's work within their studied field. So it's not just any job, it's what they actually have studied for.
My name is Sarat Asadumaj. It's a very long name. And I work at Darwin Council as a community support worker. Being a community support worker gives the opportunity for anyone to work with people, and that's my passion. And especially the elderly, they built this country. They contributed so much to the land and development and everything. So it's at the twilight time of their life, it's nice to be able to do something. That's my passion, and it gives me so much satisfaction, and also learn about life, about Australia, about the world, and learn about myself from them. So, and when they appreciate every single little thing you do, when they say thank you, they really mean it. It's not just empty words. It's really genuine, and that gives so much satisfaction.
My full name is Jack Lewis Hill. The council that I work for is the Mitchell Shire. So I'm a civil infrastructure project manager. So I've been doing that for 13 months. In terms of the scope of my role, we do everything from footpaths, roads, parks, town signage, bridges, drains, really any kind of civil infrastructure throughout the Shire. In terms of this project, so Queen Street raised pedestrian crossing or Wombat crossing, you're improving the quality of life for the most vulnerable residents, which is kids, you've got old people crossing the road, and really Queen Street, it's a straight section of road, so you had cars going quite fast, so there was that fear. So really being able to slow the traffic down, having a safe point where they can cross. You can really see it when you drive through how many people use it, especially when they go across the Hudson Park to go to the tennis, the community centre, the basketball stadium, as well as going to the high school. It really makes you feel that you're actually making a difference. You're not just working for someone or a private organisation where you're making money, you're actually improving the lives of people. A lot of the time I'll come in early, leave late, which can have an impact on the amount of time I spend at home, which means that my better half will have to pick up a lot of the slack. If I can show her that, hey, we've got this award because I was able to stay back late and push this project through, which got a great result for the community, it shows that everything that my wife does at home is not in vain.
Craig Waters, Darwin City Council, 11 years in construction, do road and footpath temporary repairs and some permanent repairs when I'm actually transferring from the temporary repair crew to the permanent repair crew. Been very involved with the community. I've been the local scout leader for 40 years. I manage a scout group there as well. And I've been the CFA, SES, Lions Club, Apex used to be in. Lions Club been chasing me, so I don't have time. Do a lot with the RSL, Clamp Australia Day, Royal Children's Hospital Appeal. And I mean, if you support the community you live in, the community you live in supports you. Clamp Australia Day, been doing Clamp Australia Day for the last 38 years since it started. And I've had a lot of people say to me the skills they learnt, first aid, community, not tying, how to filter water, how to survive in the bush, tracking animals, you name it. We do a lot of environmental stuff, planting trees, possum boxes, the whole thing and all that. And it's good how to survive off the land basically and all that. And to know that you've got kids who you had all that years ago and now bringing their kids and grandkids, it certainly makes you feel good about it. As I keep saying, if everyone does a little bit, no one has to do a lot. And I've been in a supermarket one time, a lady in front of me with the kids, she was $5 short or something, so I said, look, here's $5. She goes, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I said, pass it on one day. Do the same for someone else one day. $5 is $5, sure, but for me, it's not a drama. With that poor lady and with the screaming kids and running amok and all that, it was certainly made a difference to her. Her anxiety levels were going through the roof.
So my name is Naz Mohammed and I am the neighbourhood partner for Carlton and Parkville. And a big part of our role is connecting with community members and bringing their voices into the organisation.
Hi, my name is Ash. I am Southbank Neighbourhood Partner. Another part of our role is working closely with the community to understand the local priorities and facilitating collaboration to progress those priorities.
And I'm Ray, I'm the CBD neighbourhood partner, and we also have lots of grants that we provide to communities so that they can lead their own change.
I also love that we support project teams within the organisation in tailoring their approach to fit the priorities and the needs of the community. I think that's a special part of the neighbourhood model, is that what we do deliver in the different neighbourhoods is unique to each neighbourhood and it's tailored to what the needs of that community is.
Community, I think, often a perception that government is a faraway building where people work in an office and they're hard to access. And so having our team who, actively reach out to community, want to be out there on the streets, talking to people and encouraging people to do something and trying to find resources for them to do something, maybe that's quite unique in the context of local government.
My name is Abbas. I work for Wyndham City Council as the Multicultural Youth Engagement Worker. My role as a Multicultural Youth Engagement Worker involves connecting with multicultural communities, connecting with newly arrived young people, working with young leaders from different communities and making sure that they have space to voice their concerns, issues, and talk about opportunities. So a young leader from a community can have an idea of what they would like to see, and that's how my role what makes my role very easy, and also using sport as a tool to connect and create positive engagement for young people. And we know that sport has got the the power to unite people, and when young people are not engaged in positive environment, they tend to go off to do something that's not positive in their life. So having the opportunity to kind of bring young people together, provide safe space, provide space to kind of have opportunity to play sport without paying for a lot of fees, because that's one of the barriers that was mentioned by young people, that sports is too expensive. Having access to spaces is very challenging. As a young person, they will be required to have public liability insurance, have to pay money for the space. And as a young person under the age between 12 to 25, there's not a lot of young people who are at that level to run their own kind of organizations, but having a free space for them because they cannot play for club due to barriers around transport, due to barriers around fees. I think that's a massive achievement for us in this space to provide that opportunity, and I think that's something that needs to be recognized from not just Wyndham but across Victoria and Australia, that providing safe space for young people to have fun and play sport when they enjoy the most. Personally, we do this work, I think, not expecting recognition or reward for it. So it's what we do, what we kind of it's part of everyday work.
Hi, I'm Millie. I am the Conservation Programs Officer at Moonee Valley City Council. I work in the Parks and Gardens Department in the conservation team, and my role is mostly doing community programs around connection to nature and biodiversity across the municipality. I do that with people in council, so the libraries, our kindergartens, and I also do that with the wider community, so our community groups and general public. I find that local government is at this beautiful human scale where it makes things that can seem really big down to a level that we can all understand and take action for. So for me, it is the perfect place to be doing conservation work and working with community around conservation. I don't know what going above and beyond is. I don't think that I do that. I think that I do my job, and so I don't know. Can I skip that question? I think the nomination has been pretty special, just to know that the community groups that I work with appreciate what I'm doing and enjoy what I'm doing and find it valuable. That's pretty good for me. So an award would be icing on the cake.
We had 30 nominations this year. I would like to acknowledge the 11 people and teams that were shortlisted. We've got certificates for everyone, so please come up at the end of the evening.
The runners-up are Abbas Sheikh from Wyndham City. So, secondly, Craig Waters from Darebin City Council. Next off the rank is Marie Rendon from Wyndham City Council. Millicent Burke, Mooney. And the winner is the Neighbourhoods team, City of Melbourne.